Welcome back to the episode of Frank's Unsolicited Advice NFL Edition. I am joined by Bree. We're waiting on June to get on, hopefully later. You know, we all have lives, and this gets a little complicated when we have jobs to do. Bree, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm tired. Watched
Me too.
last night. Go at it with Dipset, and that didn't end till midnight, 12:30. I didn't get to about.
Oh, that's your fault. That's your fault.
And
I went to sleep.
I'm a hip hop head. I gotta watch it. I love it. I loved it.
I went to sleep and I watched it while I was getting ready this morning. You should have done the same thing.
Not the same, yo. See Locks give these dudes the work, the business.
Yeah, and it was the same.
No, it's better when it's live. It's like, oh my God. It's like watching a football game after it happened.
Toby,
it's not the same. So, let's start off with the fact that I put on fake news thinking it was real because I was so happy that it said Andrew Luck has come out of retirement. And I was like, wow, that'd be so dope. Because last year they said the same thing. And look, this year, and it turned out, Bree checked me. She's like, it's fake news. Shefty didn't say it. And I'm like, oh, man. That would have been dope. Do you think his impact would be great if he came back now after having a year off to heal? You don't think so? I think he'd be a good addition to the right team. I think so. I think I don't know how good he'll be. You know, he was good before he got hurt and went home and retired and said, you know what, I need to heal. But I don't know. I think that was good for him. I think it was good that he retired to heal. I just hope he comes back because he was actually young. He wasn't old. He had life left in football. So what's the first thing we want to talk about?
Okay. Update on Eagles' first-round pick, Devontae Smith. He is expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks with a sprained MCL, per sources. Smith underwent an MRI on Sunday that revealed the injury, and this is why we need June because it's his team. So we're going to skip that for right now, and we are going to go with the Colts quarterback, Carson Wentz, is undergoing foot surgery on the 2nd in Indianapolis. Mr. David Porter, an orthopedic foot specialist who works with the Colts, is highly regarded and will be performing the surgery. So Carson Wentz underwent surgery 2 days ago on Monday.
So I feel bad for him, man, because it's like he can't catch a break.
At all.
Here we are talking about the trade to another team and how he was probably going to do good and he's going to the Colts, which the Colts are.
That's what you all said. I didn't say all of that.
Well, that's what we were talking about. I said we. And you know, the Colts are a contender. They have, I feel they have the pieces that they need to be successful. And unfortunately, this guy was supposed to be their savior in a sense, and he's hurt. He's hurt. So at first he was supposed to rehab his foot, and then now he's saying he had surgery. He could start rehab 2 weeks after the surgery, and they're hoping he'll be good for game 1. So I don't know.
No. Game 1?
Yeah, week 1, yeah. I mean, it's possible.
That's your foot. That's like the most important thing you need.
Well, we don't know how bad the injury is.
Yeah.
You know, and nowadays people are healing so fast from simple stuff. Just imagine. I mean, if I was him, I wouldn't rush back. I would have to see who they play week 1, but I wouldn't rush back if I don't have to. That's how I would look at it. If I could be back and healthy by, let's say, week 2 or 3 and the team could survive the first couple of weeks without me, then I definitely would stay out. Not only that, I mean, at the end of the day, it's his first year on the team. So, I mean, and now he's not even going to be able to do a full training camp or any preseason games to get comfortable. I don't know how effective he would really be if you were to throw him in anyways at the beginning of the season. So, I don't know. It'll be interesting. Like I said, it just sucks for him. It's you go to a team that has a chance and you're trying to make a comeback in a sense in your career, and here you are with a foot injury that's not allowing you to be great. And they got rid of Jacoby Brissett, so it's like, okay, so now you don't have him with his experience there. I don't know. I think the Colts screwed the pooch on that one, to be honest. Yeah. But
I feel like they shouldn't rush him to come back to week 1 or make him do therapy early and all that stuff.
I mean,
he's broken.
These players have the choice. I think you see these players that take the time off them to heal.
You see Toby?
Yeah, I see him. When they take time off to heal, it's like they get criticized for it, right? Because us as fans, we want them to play and get out there and do what they got to do. But at the same time, we forget that they're just like us. You know what I'm saying? So they need to protect their bag and how they provide for their family and how they take care of themselves. That they have choices. A team could try to force you. You don't have to go play, especially if you think you're not ready. You can get a second opinion. They don't, of course, they don't want you to do that because they don't want you to be, to somebody tell you no when they need you out there. But at the end of the day, is it really worth it? Something that you can heal from real fast to cause you to lose more of your career. So I don't know. That's just me. My take. I hope it's not crazy. I hope he does come back in time, though. I was looking forward to seeing him on the Colts playing. They got a good defense. They got a good offensive line. They got decent receivers and a nice little run game. And I just wanted him to shut the critics up. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it.
Okay, the next topic, you actually just put this in. Buccaneers are giving Todd Bowles a new 3-year contract that continues to make him the NFL's highest paid offensive coordinator. He did have 1 year left on his deal, but this contract replaces that and doesn't preclude him from taking another head coaching job.
I think that's good for him. I criticized Todd Bowles when he was with the Jets, because the Jets didn't do anything. And, as a head coach, he gets blamed. But then he goes to Tampa and takes this young defense. Last year, they were great. No, last year they were great. The year before that, they were good. And that defense really carried that team to win the Super Bowl. So I think it's dope for him, keeping him the highest paid defensive coordinator in the league. I think is great. Shout out to him. I guess my question would be, well, June's in. June, we're talking about how Todd Bowles got a 3-year extension with a year left on his contract, keeping him the highest paid defensive coordinator, and he's still allowed to talk to other teams and maybe be a head coach somewhere else. So I was just giving him his props. What you think on that?
And I think the fact just allowing him to talk to other teams is huge. They got a lot of confidence in that, saying, hey, you know what, we're going to give you this, but you could go ahead and talk to whoever you want. We'll see you at practice.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess my question, or Bree, what's your take on it before I propose another question to
No,
this?
I think it's good.
So let's say they go out there, this defense stays phenomenal. Let's say top 5 in scoring, maybe top 5 all around defense. They go out and win another Super Bowl on the back of this defense. Let's just say that. Do you think the outlook would change on his how good he is as a defensive coordinator? You think that there'd be more jobs lined up because he already had a job as a head coach? Maybe it was the wrong organization, but how you think that would impact if he was able to pull that off?
Man, I don't know. I guess I think it honestly is going to come down to him, man, and how he really feels about the overall picture. I mean, because if you won the Super Bowl, right? You kind of redeemed yourself from being what you were to what you are. And now, if I was in his shoes, I found my niche, and I'll be okay with not being a head coach. I'll be okay with being a defensive coach, a defensive coordinator, because that's just who I'm meant to be.
Yeah.
But that's just who I am. And maybe he's thinking that way. And he's like, hey, you know what, man? This is what I'm supposed to be. And it is what it is. But I don't know. I don't know what drives some of these guys in that type of level.
I think Tampa, they remind me of Southwest Airlines when they came out and they had this positive attitude, right? Remember when Mike Rodney got to New England, bro? It was like this love environment. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we're gonna come out here and love each other, and we're gonna go to work, and it worked. It worked. And I feel like what they're doing there is just, we're gonna bring everybody back. We're gonna help each other out. Everybody get money. Hey, June, you take this money this year. Frank, you're going to take less. But next year, when the cap's out, I'm going to got you. Hey, Bree, we're going to give you this much. And in 2 years, we're going to pay you X amount of dollars. And people are buying into the chemistry. I guess the question I ask to you guys, do you think that is more of the chemistry or the fact that they have a good chance of repeating and winning again? That's keeping people.
I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
I think that's. I don't buy in the chemistry, bro. I really don't. To me, I think they struggled the whole season with the chemistry. I know it sounds a little crazy because they won the Super Bowl. However, I think it's fair to say they struggled throughout the entire year with that chemistry. So I think this year is going to really show what type of chemistry they really have. But that's my take on that.
You're not off on that. You're not. They did struggle. A lot of people say they came on together in the last 8 games of the season. Remember that defense in the back end, them corners were getting killed because they were a young corner group. They were getting manhandled. That's why a lot of people had the Chiefs, including myself, the Chiefs picked because I felt that the defense couldn't hold up in the back end. You know what I'm saying? And they came together at the right time. I agree with you. I think that a training camp with some preseason games and the fact that they brought all 22 starters back and all the people back, that chemistry is going to be, I think they're going to be even better this year. You know what I'm saying? And they're hungry.
Right.
They're all saying the right thing, meaning, they're not taking, they're not looking at like they're all saying the same thing. We won last year. We're champions for last year. We're not champions of this year. This year we're nobody. So I like to see what happens. Hey, Todd Bowles, he deserves it. I think the people that didn't respect this gangster, they're gonna respect this gangster now after last season. So I want to see what it's like. Earlier we talked about Wentz, bro, and having the surgery and not basically just kind of coming up short, man. He goes to a new team and now he's hurt and he's out. He's supposed to hopefully start rehabbing 2 weeks after the surgery. And they're hoping he'll be back for week 1. What's your take on him being your ex-quarterback and going to a new team? How you feel about that?
Man, I think as a player is very unfortunate. And at first, when I first heard about it, man, I don't know if you brought it up. No. When I first heard about it, I was like, nah, this is a scam. They ain't trying to give the Eagles that number 1 pick because they know what it is. But now that they elected to go through that, to that surgery, it's just unfortunate. I was doing some digging or whatnot, and they were talking about it might have been a fracture that happened even before he was in the NFL, and then now it just really just popped off, and he really injured it. But I don't know, now you're gonna give that backup that opportunity. And that's the part that sucks on his end, because on his luck, he might mess around. That backup may have that Nick Foles type of season. And what do you do then, right?
So who's the backup?
I don't even know who the backup is.
Respect gone. Nobody knows the backup. So hey, maybe Luck does come out of retirement. I even know the team.
No, hold on. Go ahead.
Nikki, don't fall.
It was fake. It was fake.
Yeah, it was fake.
It was fake.
She doesn't even look like she's painting.
She is painting.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey,
she's not even like painting here.
Did you see me laughing? And I didn't mean to laugh. I was trying to hold it in.
So I don't know. I think I don't know what they're gonna do. Team, and like I said earlier, the team is built for now. They're contenders. The defense is top. I say 10 or 5. The offensive line is up there. They have weapons. They have a good coach. To me, he was walking into a prime moment, opportunity to be Wentz that went, I don't know what his record was before he got hurt and y'all won the Super Bowl. But he had a winning season. His rookie season, they had him in the talks for MVP.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy about it is, again, I was doing some digging, and they have the toughest schedule for the first 5 weeks out of any team in the NFL. They're playing all teams that were, top in their division last year. And for him to be out, it could be extremely crucial to that team, to where you're going to be fighting no longer for a division spot, but you may just be fighting for that wild card spot at the end of the season.
Well, only one team gets the first round bye. That's the top seed. But if they survive, they can go 0-4 and still make the playoffs.
True.
And that's what I was telling Bree earlier, that I wouldn't bring him back. I wouldn't come back. until I'm ready as a player. But as the team, as a franchise, I wouldn't bring him back until, like, if we could survive first week, second week, and now he's looking at maybe 8 weeks after
We're
surgery.
not talking about Carson Wentz because he.
Yeah, but you want to talk about Carson Wentz, girl?
He need to go sit down.
Okay, we want to talk how they gonna come after Minshew, but
Yeah.
but you know,
Nikki paint. She ain't even got no coveralls on.
I know, right? She got a whole dress on trying to paint.
I'm changing. Thank you.
Thank you. But anyways,
Please don't join Senior with his shenanigans.
I know, right?
Don't join Senior, okay?
Oh God, whatever. So
yeah, I was coming.
But no, I think I don't know, but they did say Nikki, they said they ain't coming after Minshew, they ain't coming after Foles, they're not coming after anybody right now. They're on a whole.
Well, Foles said he didn't want it. Low-key said he didn't want to go.
Hey, I would go to the Colts, bro. That's a good look right now. Colts is wide open. And I mean, even though the AFC has a lot more competition, I believe, than the NFC when it comes down to teams being ready, it's still up for grabs, man. That last year, that defense showed what could happen. So I'm just saying, and we all know defense wins championships anyway. So you get the right chemistry going, and they come together at the right time, and it could be that miracle. June, Bree put something out earlier. That's about.
We're waiting for you, but Eagles first round pick Devontae Smith. He's expected to miss 2 to 3 weeks with a sprained MCL. Smith underwent MRI on Sunday that revealed the injury.
What is going on?
Yeah. Hey, man. Hey, my dude, he's a first rounder. He's a Heisman Trophy winner, Offensive Player of the Year for a reason. All right. This man right here, he's on a roster for a reason. We pick winners and winners win. And we're going to go ahead and give him those 2 to 3 weeks off or whatnot. I read up on that myself, and now when I first read it, I thought it was a joke. But you know, I mean, nobody's happy with injuries. On a positive aspect of things, it's just a sprain and it ain't a tear. So, I think he'll be
out there. Okay.
He'll be just fine. See?
We'll see.
What about the Steelers though?
What about us? We play on tomorrow at 8 p.m.
And I don't. Have you talked about that, Frank or Bree?
No,
we haven't brought that up yet.
Okay, all right. Then I'll save my stuff for later.
No, say it now.
Yeah, let's go. Let's just wait.
I'm just saying. No, I'm not. All I'm saying is, are you guys ready for the season? I mean, how do you feel? They're playing the Cowboys tomorrow. Yeah, it's gonna be obviously preseason or whatnot. Dak is not. Hey, you said you're excited?
Ecstatic.
Ecstatic. I can see it all over your face. Mm-hmm.
I'm on duty, so I can't watch it. But I'm not really too ecstatic because it's a Hall of Fame game. But if it was my team playing, I would see something.
Always gonna be happy for.
I don't blame them.
For Pittsburgh. This is Juju Smith-Schuster's merch I'm wearing right now.
Yeah, I think your boy's gonna get is gonna be playing more than Ben, obviously.
Mason, they already, Mike Tomlin named yesterday Mason Rudolph as the quarterback for the Hall of Fame game, which pisses me off because Dwayne Haskins has been showing out at the practices way more than Mason Rudolph, and Josh Dobbs has been doing better than Mason Rudolph. So it was going, of course, Big Ben is the starter, but it was going Dwayne Haskins, Josh Dobbs, then Mason. So I don't know whose dick Mason is sucking to get that starting position, but
whoa.
I like Mason Rudolph. I think he's trash, and I don't want him on our team, and I've never wanted him on our team. I'll take Duck Hodges before I take Mason Rudolph.
Well,
I'll take Stevie Wonder before I take Mason Rudolph. I'll take Carson Wentz before I take Mason Rudolph.
Whoa, TMI, okay? He don't play for us no more, but I mean, you got us where we are.
I just said I'll take broken Carson Wentz before I take Mason Rudolph.
Okay.
Now, when he has on that uniform,
Mason, she doesn't like you.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of him. He irritates me. He irks my soul. Only time I ever liked him or defended him was that fight with the Browns. It's the only time I stuck up for him. But other than that, I think he's trash, and I don't like him. And I don't like his attitude off the field. So,
Well, if I had more drink in this cup, which I'm about to have some more, I would take a drink. That was heavy.
I'm
That was
sorry.
extremely heavy.
No, but I love it. I love it. You know why? Because that's what we want, is for you to tell us off your feelings. So Kyle, my boy Kyle, said San Francisco's done with Jimmy G. They might move him to the Colts. Not sure if that was discussed. What do you guys think about that?
Never heard that. Where's that coming from?
Hey, Kyle, they want to know your sources. But let's hypothetically, do you think Jimmy G would be a fit in the Colts?
No, that's not his offense. No.
I don't know.
Gosh.
You just don't know what Jimmy G you're gonna get, and that's why I say I don't know. If
More
we
than it
if we
fits,
get,
because we don't know what Carson Wentz were gonna get either. So I guess it do fit.
it's just crazy, like that Jimmy G though. Like, Jimmy G looked horrible in practice so far, right? Well, it only been a couple weeks, but I was watching the highlights of whatnot. And what's his name? The one they just drafted. I'm not too sure his name, but they say he's on point. And Jimmy G has been just throwing them interceptions.
Trey Lance?
I want to know where his sources are coming from, because sorry to cut everybody off, because as of 11 hours ago, the 49ers general manager, John Lynch, said on Jimmy G, he's playing the best football he's been playing since he's been here. So where's his sources that they're fed up and tired of him? Because 11 hours ago, the general manager stated that he's playing the best football he's seen since he's been on that team.
I saw the same thing. Kyle, they want to know where your sources are from. Or will you?
His sources came out 9 hours ago.
On Saturday, they had
there's
Saturday,
no
they had
update
the,
after that.
Oh, you said 14? His sources came out 17 hours ago.
Yeah.
On Saturday, they had the live practices going on and whatnot, and that's why they were making a big deal out of it. But maybe 24 hours ago, he had a good practice with no picks. Who knows, right? And for them 24 hours, he played the best football of his life.
Listen,
who knows?
I don't.
It was 14 hours.
I think it's a good hypothetical question. You know what I'm saying? Just to throw it out there. And there's not a lot of news going on. Let's just be honest, okay? So you got to make it fun by talking about shit that can possibly happen and how we would.
That won't happen.
So, but listen, it won't possibly. Who cares? Look, tomorrow I'll be on the boat. I can't watch the game. Would I watch the game if I was home? I probably would have tuned in, just because I'm a fan of football, and it would have been the first thing of NFL that we would have gotten in a while. What's the next topic, Bree? So then we can go on to random hypothetical thoughts.
The last topic we have, because nothing else really came out, is former Rams and Vikings quarterback Sean Mannion is signing with the Seahawks.
You said former who?
Rams and Vikings quarterback. That was really nothing else really happened. Let me see. I know 9 hours ago. Where was it? Sorry. Jets signed veteran quarterback Josh Johnson. And there's really nothing.
Yeah, that dude's he's been like on 20 different teams, yo.
Yeah. He also played at the UFL, the AAF, and the XFL.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's not really that much talk about this week. At all.
There was that one player, golly, man, what team was it? I just literally seen the news yesterday where
about
he
the
was
one who got indicted for the charge.
No. This one was the golly, it'll come to me in a second. But he was the one that during practice he was actually waived because he hit a headshot during practice to another player.
I saw it. It was on Twitter. It was something I saw on the news. Oh God, yo! It was
me. Yeah, I'm thinking of a name, and I wanted to ask you guys, what did you guys think about something like that, especially during practice, and it being not intentional.
Oh, so here's the deal. So for me, how I feel about that is you got to have some common sense, bro. Come the fuck on. It's practice. It's training camp. You're literally going to hit the player that's on your offense hard enough to give him a concussion or get him off the game. Like, that's stupid. That's the dumbest. Why would you hurt your own teammate? Like, are you trying to get a spot on the team? That's
Right.
dumb.
Y'all on the same team. Like,
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna hit you hard and knock the snot out your nose because why? Because I'm a DB and you're a wide receiver and that's what I'm supposed. No, bro. Like, yo, tap him. It's bad if people are getting hurt. Galladay went off the field, like I said earlier, grabbing the back of his hammy. Who got into the fight? Ingram and somebody else on the Jets and pinned Daniel Jones, the quarterback. There's people walking off the field getting hurt right now in training camp.
JT Eby from the Panthers. That was his name, by the way.
Him, yes. And it's like, man, when you gonna fucking sit there and realize you screwing yourself over, you know, look.
Hey, the Panther needs every help they can get.
Yes.
You taking yourself out? Come on now.
Josh, we don't talk about basketball here. It's all football. So the LA Fakers, I don't know. We can talk about that offline. We could get them back. So no, I don't know. I just feel like that's stupid. That's how I feel about it. I think it's stupid. I think you hurt your team, and you know what? You have a right to get sent home, and you left your job because you could have screwed us over. You know what I'm saying? Did we talk about last week? And I think we did mention it. Winston not getting to start over.
Yeah, we did.
Boy, yeah, I think.
But I did look up a little bit about that, and he's struggling at the training camps.
Come on, Winston, fam, stop.
I know.
Go on, FSU.
Yeah, go Noles. Dwayne, I'm sorry. I'm in a funk because like this shit is pissing me off. And Dwayne Haskins surpassed Mason Rudolph on the depth chart, and they're not letting him start.
Maybe he's gonna come in the second half. You know what I'm saying? There's always a plan to. I mean, you know your team better than me.
Mason probably cried. He's a fucking crybaby.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a big difference though. Whether he starts in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter.
I don't like that.
As a fan, it's gonna hit you different. Not gonna be the same as
I know like these boys. I gave birth to 51 of them. So
Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna say what I want to say. I'll say it when we stop recording because what's gonna come out my mouth next is not gonna be. My wife is going to be upset. Listen,
I didn't give birth to Mason Rudolph. That's why I said 51, not 52.
If anything above 2 or 3, you might not.
Anything above 1.
Yeah.
One.
Look,
yeah.
I gave birth to them in my
birth,
mind. I mentally gave birth to them. I didn't physically give birth to them.
Let me tell you something. If you would have gave birth to 50-something kids and you still look the way
it's a problem.
We would have to say you got some good genes because Jesus. Some people.
You're not seeing my grandma. My grandma has like 8 kids.
Yeah, but she ain't get 50. Exactly. Let's put some respect on grandma.
I know grandma's a baddie.
So let's talk about the fact that we're in training camp, right? I know I'm excited. I'm very excited. Somebody asked me today if preseason was like in 2 weeks, and I'm like, I don't know. All I do know is that they're oh God, Bree. Somebody said Winston's a bum. Y'all shocked?
I was gonna say something so rude, but I don't know your person, and I don't know.
His name is Josh Casey. He's a Tampa Bay Buccaneers fan because he's from Tampa, and he's in Cali.
Okay, I was gonna say something rude, but I don't know him like that. But
oh well, he came for you. I got you.
Shouldn't call nobody a bum.
Let's go. Put it down. Drop it.
Right. I got you, boo.
All I'm gonna say is you shouldn't call nobody a bum that makes more money than you. Just saying.
She's like, get your paper up before you get on the live talking. I got you, translator. Now, run and tell that. Boom.
Thank you.
I got you, translation.
Completely off topic.
Kyle said it's on profootballtalk.nbcsports.com.
No, shit, that's not even the real website.
Pro football.
Y'all supposed to be paying. You see what y'all do to me?
I'm looking.
All right, so hey, my question for the group as we get these other answers are, if you had to pick two underrated teams right now going into the NFL season, who do you think it'll be, right? And just to give you an example, Cincinnati Bengals, right? I know damn your dude, he ain't on here. What's his name? From
Oh
Jacksonville?
no, from Jacksonville. Who? Oh,
Brees.
Blanco.
Yeah.
He's a Bengals fan, right? Yeah, damn. See, all right, that would have been a good thing for him. But hey, I thought about you, bro.
Dropping.
Yeah, so if you guys had to pick either one or two teams that are the most underrated going into this NFL season, who do you think it'll be and why?
Ooh.
Underrated as in they gonna perform
Underrated.
better?
They're underrated, like they're not being talked about, but you think they're gonna like show out this
Yeah,
season?
they're gonna. Yeah, that's
Yeah, like the Jags.
Okay.
First of all, what you not gonna do, right?
Hey, I'm just Nikki. Hey, I'm just trying to give you an example, okay?
No, don't give the example. The Jag ain't no damn example. Cause they not underrated,
I would
and
say,
we gonna perform.
I would say, well, besides picking two, I'll pick one right now. Oh, actually, I'll pick two. I'll pick the Arizona Cardinals.
Are they really underrated though?
They're not.
Yeah, they're not underrated. Yeah, but they're not underrated. They don't got nothing to talk about. But
them boys are stacked, in my opinion.
Okay, so that's not underrated. Okay, I'll go with the Chargers.
Okay.
I'll go with the Chargers. Maybe the Panthers. Maybe.
I don't even see that.
Maybe.
they're not rated. That's why. They're not even rated. That's why they're
Washington.
I mean, they're knocking each other out in practice, you know?
Washington's getting fined $10 million, but I don't think they want their names in nobody's mouth right now.
Underrated. I think they're underrated.
Well, the reason why is because they don't have a name yet. You know, don't nobody got time to say the Washington football team. This too late.
They don't even have a name right now.
Listen, WFT.
They got a name. I thought they had a name coming out in 2023, I think it is.
That's they don't have a name for another 2 years. So.
Oh my God, 2022.
For me, it'd be Washington and oh wow.
LA Chargers.
I think Chargers is another one.
Yeah, I think the Chargers definitely an underrated team. I think old buddy came in there. What's his name? Hebert.
Yeah.
He came in there last year. You know, he wasn't expecting that type of play whatsoever. After what happened to what's his name? The quarterback Taylor. And he showed out. The statistics were there. I think he won Rookie of the Year.
Yes, he did, and he set the
he did.
record.
Yeah, so I think that's.
So is he really?
I ride with that.
I mean, if he's setting records and played well, I mean, he got Keenan Allen. Somebody asked,
but we haven't heard nothing.
Kyle asked, was Cleveland mentioned as underrated? Kyle Cleveland.
That's what I was gonna say.
No.
The Browns.
That was way. Mine. No, really?
What you got?
Mine was the Browns and the Chargers. And the reason why I had the Brown is they did well last year, but I haven't heard shit about them since last year. Like nothing. Like beep, beep, nothing.
Odell said they got some stuff in store. He said people sleeping on them. They got some stuff.
Right. They're underrated. That was the Browns was mine.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Just like because when you were talking about Herbert, and I'm like, well, yeah, if you talking about him like that, what the fuck? Browns.
Yeah, but the Browns were one game away, you know.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. For them to perform as well as they did last year, this whole offseason, I haven't heard nothing.
And speaking of the Browns, go ahead, Frank.
No, I said they re-signed. He said they re-signed Chubbs. They did $36 million.
Okay.
Yeah, and with them, and speaking of the Browns, I mean, do you think OBJ is gonna be like a crazy factor coming into that lineup, even though they had so much success without him last year?
Go ahead, Nikki. I'll answer after you.
I don't know if he's going to be, because they were solid last year without him. I don't think he's going to be that explosive thing that they were missing, because they obviously wasn't missing. You know what I mean? So I don't know if, of course he will help, but I don't know if his help is going to put them over like, oh, they were one game away. With him, they're gonna make it that far. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I don't think he's. I don't want to say I don't think he's not important because that's not true, but he's definitely not carrying the team on his back. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I feel you.
No, he's not gonna. I don't think he has that. I think what Odell brings, if they could use him right, and what's the word I'm looking for? Use him right, and at the same time, what's the word I'm looking for? Incorporate him into the offense, it would work. And if he could stay healthy, it would work. I don't think they understood. I don't think Baker knew what to do with Landry, Odell, who was their tight end as well. They had a good tight end too. Njoku, all them guys just sitting there. I don't think, and two hellified running backs. I mean, you got Chubb, and who's my other man? That was on the Chiefs and got let go for kicking his girlfriend. Kareem Hunt. Yeah. Kareem Hunt and Chubbs, yo, that's a 1-2 punch I do not want to mess with. And a good Baker, he, that's unstoppable. So Kyle said Baker don't throw the deep ball that OBJ is best at. That's fair too. And again, it goes back to making up schemes that's going to benefit the team, bars, right? Because you have to, as an offensive coordinator, you have to look at what's going to benefit your team. And I think we all can agree that Belichick is one of those coaches that uses you for your best qualities, not your worst qualities. And all successful teams that have winning records and have put a team together to make a run, they maximize the best out of their team. So I don't know. I think when it comes down to that part of it, the Jags. When was the last time I saw a playoff game?
Hey, I ain't gonna say nothing, nigga. I'm just gonna stay quiet.
No, because she throwing that in my face. I almost threw up in my mouth. So you know what I'm saying?
I don't care if you making promotions. Don't come for no fucking smoke when we talk about the Jags. I don't care that they promoted you, okay? I don't give a damn, okay?
I want all
the one and only warning. The one and only warning.
Let me tell you something. I'm the Locks and you Dipset. Let's bring it. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I hit you with some lyrics. I could pull them up. I got a whole system set up. So now,
let me put my thing on me.
As far as the Browns and go, I think they'd be all right. I don't think they're underrated though. I don't. If you slept on the Browns after what they did last year without an OBJ, then you crazy.
I agree. I think it's
Let me
insane.
Tell you. I don't. Let me tell you why. Because not last year, the year before that, or whatever, I knew the Browns was finna do something, and they didn't do nothing. Like whatever year that they had got everybody, Jesus, everybody, Mary, everybody was on the team. And
the first year they signed Odell ain't do shit.
Yeah, they ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't do nothing. So, they did well last year. They did phenomenal last year. But to say, oh, they had everybody, why would you sleep on them? Yeah, they had everybody then, and they didn't perform. So,
but let's be fair. All right, we sit here, and when we get out our bags, and we're being fans of football and not fans of certain teams. We'll give teams excuses, right? We'll give players excuses like, oh, there was no continuity. They had no coaching. Let's just be honest. Baker has had 3 different coaches in his time there, 3 different offensive coordinators. He hasn't had the continuity. As a Patriot fan, one of the biggest things that we've had the luxury of is having the same head coach for the last 20 years. Even when you had Charlie Weiss as offensive coordinator, he was there. Then it was our boy right now. What's his name? I can't think of him. Before he went to the Broncos and came back because he sucked as a head coach. O'Brien. He was there. So, but you had Belichick. You had consistency at the head coaching position, and you had an organization that respected the position of the owner, the general manager, and the head coaches. He didn't have that. He doesn't have that. if we're gonna sit there and say, well, I think that if he would have had consistency, at least at the offensive coordinator position, he would have been better.
No, I think that's fair. That's fair.
My boy said, Frank, I love you, but Baker's trash. Bro, I mean, listen, what's old dude that Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl with the Ravens and that defense? And he ain't do nothing after that. He could barely commentate. You know what I'm saying? So I have faith in Baker. I think an underrated team is Cincinnati.
Right.
I still don't see it.
June used that as an example.
Yeah, I use it as an example. And I use that as an example for somebody else, not me. Because I don't think they're really gonna do much. I think they're gonna be probably the same as last year, maybe 8-8 team or 7 or 7-9. Let me decline this. So no, I don't know. I like their quarterback. I like the draft pick. They just lost AJ Green, though he was injury prone. I just don't know if they have the talent to get them over that 500 mark. But before I dig into that real quick, because you said something about the Browns, and I'm not trying to beat a dead horse. So the Browns had 3 different head coaches, right? And I kind of see the Browns going into what Nikki said. The Browns had all these all-stars, right? And then you got 3 different coaches, right? Do you think the similarities are the same when it came to the Tampa Bay Bucks? Not the same talent in the quarterback position, but talent all around, right? They just have the coaching is probably what made that difference at the end of the day. In my opinion, when it came down to Baker. So Baker, I mean, you seen what he did last year and the previous year. The previous year, I mean, he was just all over the place. And then last year, he was kind of more, I don't know, making the right decisions when they needed to be, just to keep his name off of the funny papers or whatnot. I mean, and it got him somewhere.
I mean, you're right. Somewhere.
I think it's the coaching.
I agree. I think it is coaching. Last year with Tampa, the year before with Tampa, I should say, what Arian said, if we look how many games they won with a guy throwing for 30 interceptions and 5 lost fumbles, if we get somebody to cut that in half, we can win games. So I to be, as much as I'm a Brady fan, I mean, shit, you probably could have put Eli in there and told Eli don't throw for 30 interceptions, and they probably still win with that defense. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, as much as I love Brady, that team is built. That shit's stacked, yo. I mean, I think it's a bad comparison because Brady brings something to the team that's not as far as physical ability, but it's leadership and experience. And we believe. What's up, Nikki?
I said, don't do that. Because you know you love Brady. Now you want to downplay. I do Brady.
Love him.
It was the defense. Because what? He don't got y'all uniform on?
No, I'm being honest, yo. I mean, the stats are the stats. But what I'm saying is what he brings to the table is more than just ability to throw the ball and make right decisions. Is leadership. I mean, look, we all admire the people that did it before us and were successful at it and know that they can do it. Nobody wants to listen to a broke person talking about how to make millions, but you're going to listen to a millionaire on how to make millions. You know what I'm saying? So to me, when you bring a person like him of his stature in and he's telling you, listen, you need to run this slant like this and it's going to win, they're going to listen to it. Vice me, oh, you need to run a slant like this. Hey, bitch, you ain't win shit. Shut up, you know? So I think it's different, but I do believe Baker's problem is the coaching. I do believe that. I mean, we've seen it.
Oh, he may see it cheap. Now he think he could call shots.
Oh, shut up. Like when they Ben coordinator, it wasn't the same play from Ben. Ben had to get used to that when they had Haley in there. When they brought LaFleur in to Green Bay, that was a different look for Aaron. He had to adjust too. All these players adjust to the coaches, and if normally the first year, it ain't the best year. You know, under Bruce Arians, Peyton Manning had bad numbers because of the, throwing the ball deep. You're going to get more interceptions. So I don't know. I blame it on coaching for that. So anything else?
Yeah, facts.
They still underrated to me, but okay.
Nah, I mean, that's fair. I don't think so because they made the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't think
They
so
beat the
either.
Steelers twice.
Do you think the Jacksonville Jaguars are underrated?
They made the playoffs for the first time since 1962.
You're right. They did. But if you ain't
I'm
first,
not coming for you, Nikki.
Oh, you see, I took my shit off of mute.
No. We're gonna go back to Frank. What were you saying?
I said they beat the Steelers twice, though.
Yeah, but you're like, they made it to the playoffs. Okay, they made it to the playoffs for the first time since like 1960 something.
I know, but look at the stats, though. See, the thing is, brother, they made it since 1960. It could have been 1920 last time they went. Hell,
Okay, and the first time they beat us, they had the first time they beat us this past season, they had all their starters when we played our entire third string because we were getting ready for the playoffs.
so what
They were
happened?
trying to make it to the playoffs. And then the playoffs, no, you're right. We made errors and we made mistakes.
Okay.
It was a neck and neck. We came back, but we still lost
So
at the end of the day. But a loss is a loss. I understand that. But you're making it like, oh, they made it to the playoffs as if they make it to the playoffs every freaking year, as if they have a winning season every freaking year, as if they are the AFC North champions every single year. But they're not. But they're not.
because
So they're not.
Get up.
But they're not.
Make it every year. I would never bring it up. The fact that I brought it up is because it's something spectacular that year, which is make the playoffs. And they beat.
Congratulations, they didn't win a ring. They didn't win a ring.
But it doesn't
don't let
matter.
senior get you. Don't let senior get you hot. You know what I'm saying? They make great, and they're not ahead.
So you not going to here and join forces with Bree now all of a sudden because she coming for my neck.
We've been good. Me and Nikki been good. We've been good.
Listen, we all know. Hold on. We all know that the Browns making the playoffs to them was like winning the Super Bowl. And that's why I brought it up because it all the time. And let's be honest, in the last 15 years, how we go 10 years. In your division, who was the team to beat?
The Steelers.
Oh shit! And they beat your team with who under center?
Marquise Pouncey.
No. He was center. Who was the quarterback?
Oh, Ben.
Big Ben, the guy that has 2 Super Bowls, right? 2 with 3 appearances, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. The guy that's got a Brady and rings, still actively playing with 2.
I mean, right.
So that's all I'm saying, that they did something that most people didn't think they were going to do in the playoffs. You're right. The last game of the season don't count. It was they had the third strings in there, but a win's a win.
The Browns didn't. Yeah, I said that. I said an L is an L for the Steelers, a win is a win for the Browns. But you're making it as if like
because if they would have won every year, I would never mentioned it. If it was like the Patriots, I would never mention it. Oh, they won the division 20 years in a row.
Oh, but if the Patriots won the division this year, you're gonna mention it because they haven't in the last like 2 years.
No, they haven't last year. They won it the year before.
Yeah, that was the last year they had Brady. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the last year they had Brady, they won it. Last
they
year
just didn't, and they didn't win nothing past. So.
Yeah.
That was. I guess that's.
Hey, listen. Somebody said the Browns went in 2002. That was the last time. So your 1960 was wrong. And then they said Pittsburgh is 3rd in that division right now.
First of all, who that? I got you, Bree. Who that?
Kyle. She know Rue.
Who?
Rue. He was in G5 with me.
I don't know Rue.
She know him. If she saw her face, she'll know him.
Me?
Yeah, we did an appointment together.
I was brand new on the freaking boat.
If you saw his face, you would know who he is. But yeah, he said that. So look, I'm just saying, to me, whether you beat a healthy Pittsburgh but they're the team to beat in that division. Let's just be honest. And for a while, they were one of the teams to beat in the AFC. It was Pittsburgh, Colts, and Patriots. And at one point, it was Pittsburgh, Colts, Patriots, and Chargers. So
Colts is not a team.
He said Baltimore and Cleveland first.
Baltimore? What Baltimore?
Baltimore needs a quarterback that knows how to throw the ball instead of running it.
That's
What
coaching.
you're not going to do is come from Lamar. That's what we're not
Listen,
gonna do.
I don't hate
Bree,
Lamar.
chill out,
I
Bree.
don't hate Lamar.
Don't
but
let
you
them
gotta
do it, Bree.
understand. You have to listen. I don't hate Lamar, but you have to understand. Okay, he destroyed my Florida State Seminoles in 2016. Like completely destroyed. After that game, I was like, whoever that man is, I hate him. It was embarrassing. They beat us when he played in college 73-3.
What now?
Lamar Jackson. Listen, they destroyed us in 2016. What college did he play for? It was a bird team. I know he was a bird team. Oh my God.
Louisville?
But it was so
Louisville.
Yep, Louisville. Destroyed. Like when I say like embarrassed the freak out of us.
Murder.
I was on
Killed them.
Comical X when I watched that. Oh my God. I was the most, and I was like, whoever that quarterback is, I wish nothing but the worst for him. And it was Lamar Jackson.
73-3?
Or 60-something to 3.
To 3 though?
I believe we only had a field goal that game.
Huh?
I believe we only had a field goal that game.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
At home.
Yeah, it was
At home.
Yo, hey, Bree, you're gonna hate this dude even more. He said everyone destroys Florida State.
Okay.
I'm telling you, hey,
comment.
I'll tell you something. I'm so glad that we cannot do this on like YouTube or something where she can see the comments. Because if Bree would see, Bree's one of those people that would feed into the comments of the fans. Like, pull up.
Anyways, that's all the topics that we have. Yeah, did you guys watch the super trailer for the challenge? Lies, Spies, and Allies.
Remember, Nikki's not on the pot.
I know, but
and Nikki doesn't watch this.
What I was laughing at so hard is someone did a slow-mo of, because in the trailer, of course, Josh and Fessy get in a fight, right? And someone tweeted the slow-mo of it and said, why didn't Josh get DQ for this? Because Josh actually threw the first punch and threw a drink at Fessy. And someone on Twitter said, I need to know the name of the producer that Josh is fucking. I need to know his name.
But he's doing something to stay in the game. Jesus. Bree,
June, did you watch the trailer?
No, not yet. That's why he's not saying anything. Bree,
watching tonight.
I don't know what you did to Florida Gator fans, but they were just like, yep, just like the Gators did last season. Go Gators.
Well, the Gators
Nikki, you're taping up a wall. You're not even over here.
I am blown away, dude.
I tell you, I hate that team. That team. Like if you pour M&Ms in my hand and there's an orange and a blue one in my hand, I throw them. I don't eat I don't eat blue and orange together. I don't wear anything blue and orange together. I hate the colors blue and orange. I hate everything about Gainesville and everything about Florida Gators. I feel like if I went to the Sunshine Showdown one year in 2017, after Thanksgiving 2017, we beat the Florida Gators. It was in Gainesville. I felt like I needed rabies shots after leaving that hellhole. That school is disgusting. The players are disgusting. The head coach is disgusting. Everything about Florida Gators are disgusting. Don't talk about the Florida Gators while I'm on this podcast to the people that are listening on Facebook Live. Don't mention that team while I'm on this podcast. Please and thank you.
This is good media.
So you don't like the Tebow? Is that what you're saying?
No.
What?
I don't like anything Florida. The only thing I like about Florida Gators is Marquise Pouncey, but I barely like him.
Okay, did you see Sunshine throwing a touchdown pass to Tim Tebow in practice?
And everyone went as if that was like the first ever touchdown pass thrown in the NFL.
Yo, everybody, when I say went crazy, it was like...
That's what I just said. Everyone went crazy as if that was the very first touchdown pass that be ever thrown in the NFL.
Flick it to him. And he caught it, and it was like, oh my God!
It was literally like,
look. Yo, he threw the touchdown, and it got Nikki painting the wall. It says
what you want?
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let me slide this thing back.
You know, and the fact Nikki's FTS, so she's never been on a ship. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So first of all, hold on, Frank. You wanna talk? I have been on this shit. Thank you, sir.
Why are you
I
in a
didn't
woman's
the,
business?
the one in Battle
Frank,
Station.
why are you in a
Come on,
woman's
stop
business?
playing.
That's number one. I didn't come in FTS. I came in regular day. You see, he made break. That's what it is. You see how he acts?
Frank, I have a question. Why are you in a woman's business?
What you mean? She's on camera with us doing this. And she's
Why are you in a woman's business?
this is
What Nikki do with her career ain't got nothing to do with you. Why are you in a woman's business?
I'm talking about her putting his wall.
Leave my wall alone.
Don't be teaming up now. Hold on.
Don't leave my wall alone.
Okay, we going.
Okay, because you know what a man can do, a woman can do. Even you want to see the first one I'm painting?
And this is why women live better than or live longer than men.
That's fine. You can paint the wall better than me. That's fine.
She was off the ground with no cranial. You already know that's the mishap number one. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you were squadron, so you understand the height that you need to be to wear a cranial. You know what I'm saying? She don't know. Mm-hmm. Listen, did you check out that pay from Hazmat? And do you have a respirator on? That's all I want.
First of all, I bought it from Home Depot. Okay, you see? Oh, June, don't do that. Don't join Senior. You know what I mean?
Nah,
with his foolishness.
I'm neutral.
Nah, don't join his ass. I don't do that. Don't join him.
June.
Don't join him.
I'm that N in the car. You know, the N on the car. I'm neutral right there. Cuckoo.
Girl.
Nah.
Know what side he gonna go with. So don't even don't do it. Don't do it to yourself. Okay.
Oh yay! So I got this app on my phone where I design like decor bedrooms and bathrooms and stuff. And I got second place out of 136 designs.
Now you know we still on the podcast, so we're supposed to be talking about football. Right?
Somebody said Tebow beloved Steelers.
Tebow do what?
What did he say?
First of all, leave Tebow alone, because Tebow going black and teal.
Tim Tebow beat your beloved Steelers.
Oh Lord. Really don't let them. Don't.
I'm not. I don't listen to peasants or ignorance.
Hey,
listen. So, what?
Anyway, this is my design. I came in second place.
That joint does look good. I like that.
I'm trying to not let it so bright.
He takes it off the camera.
I see.
So look, we talked about underrated teams, right?
I thought June had a question for me.
Oh, June, you got a question for Nikki?
No, well, I think I was more in line with the Jaguars. It was not. Again, I'm neutral. I am neutral. I didn't say anything negative or positive. But I guess no. The question really is: do you really think that these Jaguars are set up for a wild card position?
First of all, you tried it by saying, "Do you really think?" As if it's
no.
Possible.
Like she has no faith.
Nothing negative.
Rephrase the question.
There you go. All right. Do you know, or do you feel deep down inside that the Jaguars are set up for a good wild card position?
I say this. All right, so you know the teams in our division. The only competition I currently see is the motherfucking Titans. Colts don't know what the fuck they about to do with their life. Houston,
yeah,
right. So why couldn't we be?
No, I'm with you. I'm just asking. I think last episode they were asking about the Eagles. We asked about the Pats and the Steelers. So it's only fair that we bring up the Jaguars just to acclimate you into the.
No, we're acclimated. We fine. No, we fine. Jags, we all right. We could have led the conversation if I was on here. We could have led it. Yeah, of course. Why
I'm going to the Jags game. I told you I'm going to the Jags game.
Which one you? Oh, see, you in Jacksonville, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's fine. Which one you going to?
I don't know. I'm just gonna go peep game. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll be there to our season opener, but that's here in Texas. I'm going.
I'm gonna do my feedback. I'm gonna bring my notebook. and then we're gonna talk about it in the podcast right after.
We should link.
Don't be foolish. Watch the game.
No, I am for sure.
I need to know which game you're going. The game that you want to go to.
know.
Let me know.
USO be slinging them tickets all the time, you know.
What you're not gonna do is don't try to do my thing. Don't try to do my thing.
No,
Talk about USO, okay?
I didn't even.
No, yes you will.
Adding the
Yes,
USO and the Jaguars. Come on now.
Okay.
Frank
You let
knows.
me know. If you give me ample warning, I'll probably take a trip.
I'm saying
Let's
I'm
do it.
down. I'm down. I am down.
Okay.
No, we didn't invite you, senior.
No, shut the hell up. I said we should all meet up there because they in Florida. We the only two that's out of state.
You got to
Yeah,
do
that'd
is
be
just
dope.
drop the word. You let me know when, and I shall be there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it.
I'll come out from out of town for a link up. That'd be dope.
Yeah, y'all can crash in my house. I got a guest room. I got the other room, which is, you know what I mean? Don't worry
No,
about it.
senior too uppity. He's not gonna want to,
I'm
uppity people.
and I'm gonna stay with June. The hell, as long as you got a place for me to plug in my CPAP machine, I'm good.
Oh, you're good. It's just like,
Nah, y'all tell me when. Y'all gotta give me a good warning, cause But y'all tell me when. I'll be there. I
Yeah,
have
I
plenty
think that'd
of
be
people
fire.
in Jack. We might not sit together, cause you know what I'm saying. I used to be a season ticket holder, so I gotta go back to my spot. But I'll be there.
Nikki, you see me
All right.
looking at your picture on the screen? You're in the bottom right of mine, and I'm just looking at you like,
I'm on the top left in mine.
yeah.
But it's all good. Nah, do you let me know? I don't need no USO tickets. You know what I mean? Or you let me know and I'll
Dang.
be there.
Dang, that's crazy. I'm trying to get us four. Hey, us four, we go to the game. Us four, bam. There you go. We're going to sit together. I mean, the only problem with USL, they be giving you them Jaguars,
Hey,
400 level.
Hey, my man Kyle, he stopped coming for Bree. He said Jabs giveaway free tickets with a #1 from McDonald's.
Tell Kyle.
Damn.
I can pull up. What you won't do is come for my dad. That's what you won't do.
He said you get it for free with a Happy Meal.
Tell him I can pull up. We can have this conversation face to face.
Bree, we over here laughing at the Jazz getting free tickets away. Yeah, that is cute. I like the color scheme too.
Yeah, they want it wooden and orange.
But do you let me know when? Give me ample warning because I got children. I am a single mom, and
All
right. Nikki, I'm gonna ask you some questions when we get done recording. I don't want to put your business out there on live and everything else.
We're done recording.
We're done, Bree. So you got to say the goodbyes, Bree.
Okay. Well, thank everyone for listening today to our episode of Frank's Unsolicited Advice NFL edition. It was always great having conversations with Queen Nikki, of course, Bad Bleep, of course. Frank, you pissed me off a little bit, but it's always great talking to you. And in June, it's also very great talking to you as well. You ain't really get on my nerves as much today or last week, but I hope everyone stays safe. The Delta variant is back, so please stay safe. Wear your mask. I don't give a fuck if you're anti-mask. You can suck my dick. But yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay.
Cut that out, Frank.
You guys travel like no, I'm gonna leave that shit in there because you talking that. All right, yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Till next week. Bye.